Hello, I'm going to show you how to add a face to your ElevenLabs agent using Anam and ElevenLabs Conversational v3 TTS. From here, you can go ahead and try it out with ElevenLabs, which will take you to this prototype that you can also clone. So if we open up the GitHub repo, you can see here the architecture and how it works, but especially how to set it up. So I'm going to walk you through this so you can build your own ElevenLabs agents and then just add a face to it with the Anam lab. In ElevenLabs, I'm going to open up the app, and here let's create an agent. Let's create a new agent and we'll call it Agent for Server-Side Integration with Anam AI. From here, we can give whatever prompt you would normally say. Let's say healthcare assistant. And while that's processing, let's also enable expressive mode. So we're going to use the v3 conversational TTS here. And let's say patient when going over symptoms. Let's add that in there and let's select a different voice.
There's a real power in just being present. It's about those quiet moments and the honest truths that bring us all together.
That's a great one. And let's also add a how can I help you today? And laugh here. So now that we have our agent configured and we have the repo to clone it, I'm going to open up my local file here where I'm going to start inputting these environment variables so we can run it locally and show you how it works. Now that I have made the agent, I'm going to go ahead and copy this agent ID and publish my agent. And let's go over here. I'm going to paste the agent ID from ElevenLabs into the first persona. Let's call her Elara. Now here we're going to want to have the avatar ID from the Anam lab, but before that, let's make sure we also have our ElevenLabs API. I'm going to go in here into developers, API keys, and let's create a new one. Now the most important part here is to have 11 agents on write. This is the conversational AI endpoint and we need that to be able to access the agent. Once this is created, I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here and close this. Now that we have all the details that we need from ElevenLabs, I'm going to go over to the Anam lab, which would be here. And in API keys, let's go ahead and create a new API key. Call it ElevenLabs integration, and I'm going to copy this key and paste it in my local environment. After this, I'm gonna go in the build page because we want to select a avatar ID. So what this is, we go over to the avatar tab, and from here you can select whatever avatar you want. You can also test it out in preview, have a conversation with the avatar, and then when you are sure on which one you want to select, just go over here and click copy ID. We're gonna paste this ID into our local environment to build Elara. It's important to know that you don't necessarily have to have a prompt here or a voice. We're importing these from your ElevenLabs agent and just adding a face to it. So this would be the agent ID of Anam, but for this use case, we only need the avatar ID here. And you also don't need to publish it necessarily, just the avatar ID. Now that I have these settings correct, let's go ahead and start our server. All right. Oh, there was a space here. There you go. And now we can go ahead.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hi, what can you do?
I am Alara, a compassionate and knowledgeable healthcare assistant. I can provide general health information, answer common health-related questions, and guide you to appropriate resources. I can also help you understand health concepts better. However, I am an AI assistant and cannot provide medical diagnoses, treatment plans, or personalized medical advice. My information is for educational purposes only and should not replace consultation with a qualified healthcare provider.
That's great. Thanks. So here you go. Once you add more personas here, you can have the same template that I had in the published one here and have this little interaction. But this is how you can add the Anam face to an ElevenLabs agent.